You can hear this? We are at NAMM 25. Hey, Nick Marzak with Full Compass on the floor of NAMM Show 25. I am with a company right now that is the engineer's microphone. This is DPA. I'm with Christopher from DPA. You know the 4006, you know the 4017, the 2017 now. Check out that video spotlight on the Full Compass YouTube page. But we're here to get small. We're going to be talking about micro technologies. Christopher, tell me what's new in DPA world.
Very small, yes. So what we've done in DPA world, one of the technologies we're releasing here at the show is called Core Plus technology. So a few years back, we introduced Core technology, which minimized distortion in the dynamic range. We've taken that a step further. Now it's called Core Plus technology, where we've eliminated distortion in the dynamic range. So the harder you push this microphone, normal microphones, and in our older microphones, the distortion level would increase until you get to kind of to the max. This, the harder you push it in its dynamic range, zero distortion. Distortion is so low, it's below the noise floor, so it's immeasurable.
Yeah.
So it's really, it's clarity from a whisper to a scream, and there is no artificial artifacts introduced in terms of distortion at all.
And this kind of goes in line with DPA's identity of being so science-based, so quality-based. I mean, there are 4006 microphones on the Mars rover right now that are picking up the sound of planets and other things. So I don't know how you get that precise, that small of a microphone source, but
yeah, and it's the engineers. I mean, we made Core again a few years ago. We thought that was the kind of the pinnacle. It's, as far as we know, it's above the competition. And then the engineer said, we still know we can do it better, and we took it one step further. And actually, to do that, we had to make our own measurement system because, again, we can't measure the distortion in a normal measurement system, so we had to kind of make our own way to measure this stuff.
Yeah.
So if there's a way to make things better, even if no one's asking for it, we're still going to make it better, which is kind of insane, but that's what they do over there. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then speaking of micro machining, let's talk about the new locking mechanism.
Yeah, so it's called MicroLock, and let me just pop it out here. So we've had MicroDot for a long time, and it's been a very convenient, easy way to change our miniature microphones to any wireless manufacturer out there. Shure, Sennheiser, Wizicom, Electrosonics, on and on. Now what we've done, and it was great and very convenient, but it could come loose sometimes. There was no way to lock it down. So what we've done is actually we've put basically some teeth on this, for lack of a better way to say it, that grabs onto the adapter now. So when you screw this thing on here, we're not going to hear it, but you can feel clicks, and you can actually audibly hear clicks if we weren't at this loud trade show. And then when you try to turn it off, there's no way to screw it off, and it won't come off by accident. And to screw it off, you actually have to depress a little spring mechanism and give it a twist. So it is a completely lockdown termination that cannot come unscrewed by accident.
That's great. So no matter what you're doing with your hands, you bump it. A lot of times people would have the problem, it comes undone, and then you have to, this will stay locked in place. But I love also that you are incorporating this with other brands too. So you get the DPA sound, but with, whatever transmitters or receivers. Really cool stuff happening here at DPA.
You got it, absolutely. And there are, I'm showing an adapter here, but there are, our Wizicom, which is one of our sister companies, actually has on their transmitter a MicroLock connector, so you do not need an adapter at all. So this goes directly on top of the transmitter, no adapter needed. So I think, and hopefully in the future, we'll see some other manufacturers come out with a MicroLock connector directly on the transmitter.
That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much for walking us through what's new at DPA. Go to fullcompass.com to get all the DPA products, like I mentioned, the 4006, the 2017. These are just industry standards that every engineer loves, and they sound incredible. And now with new micro technology, thank you so much for walking us through it, Chris. Absolutely. Keep it right here at Full Compass for more coverage from NAMM Show 25.